Hello and welcome to another lore and theory video. I'm Shergog, your host, and today we are going to take a closer look at why Ainz Ooal Gown has valued the life of Enri Emmot's little sister finally so much that he doesn't want her to die anymore. But before we're going to take a closer look at any of this, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as say thanks to all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. And with that said, let's get to the topic at hand. Ainz Ooal Gown decided to place Enri Emmot under the protection of Nazarick and ensure that she would be protected and secured by the troops stationed in Khan village in the event of an attack. And this was by no means a given, since during the attack on Khan village, Ainz made it clear that he was not interested in the village or its inhabitants in and of itself, and that he didn't care whether they lived or died. The main concern was ensuring the safety of Enri and Nfirea, as both were crucial for the potion production in the village of Kharn. Nfirea, as the inventor of the potion, combining ingredients from both the old and the new world, meaning ingredients from the video game Yggdrasil Online and the lands surrounding Kharn, into one single potion, was invaluable. He was the mastermind behind all of this. And by the way, this potion he created not only restored health but also stamina for living beings. However, for Ainz Ooal Gown, it would still be completely useless and actually just detrimental due to the healing effects that would damage him as an undead. And since the undead do not have stamina limits to begin with, since they are animated by magic and thus are never out of stamina, he also wouldn't benefit from the stamina regeneration ability either. And Enri Emmot was important in that she was not only the leader of the village, but also, and first and foremost, the wife of Nfirea. Her death would plunge Nfirea into a deep emotional void, similar to what happened with Rudius after being abandoned by Eris or the death of his father. As a result, he would be unable to work, which is the real reason Nazarick is interested in keeping Enri Emmot alive. And Enri Emmot earned Ainz Ooal Gown's protection only in Volume 8, when Enri and Nfirea visited the Great Tomb of Nazarick and dined together. During this visit, Enri's little sister, Enri Emmot, was extremely excited and full of childlike enthusiasm for the Great Tomb of Nazarick. Of course, for a child who only knew village life and stone and wooden houses, it was a shock, a positive shock, to see such magnificent corridors and exquisite rooms as found in the throne room of Nazarick, and she was thrilled when Ainz Ooal Gown showed her the Great Tomb, or at least the area around the throne room, and possibly parts of the other levels, but only those suited for a child, so no visit to the Black Capsule. And this was something that moved Ainz emotionally, not because he saw the child as valuable, or because he could build an emotional bond with Enri's sister, as his emotional dampener prevented such feelings, but because he took this overwhelming praise and childlike enthusiasm that Nemo showed for the Great Tomb as a compliment to his friends. He was proud that his guild and the work of his friends and guild members were so appreciated. And through this indirect connection, Ainz was emotionally moved, at least enough to place Nemo on the list of important people in Khan village. And this decision could save her life again in the future. Imagine in the next volume if Nazarick truly attacks the theocracy of Slain, the surviving members of the Sunlight Scripture that Ainz once spared might return to Khan village in order to take revenge and encounter Enri Emmot. But before they can take revenge on her, Lupus Regina, similar to how Ghislaine in Mushoku Tensei saved Eris and Rudi from attackers, would come to Nemu's aid. But since this is Lupus Regina we're talking about, it wouldn't be over in just a single strike. No, Lupus Regina would take her time. And just like the last members of the Eight Fingers, who experienced Nazarick's Black Capsule eventually, The remaining survivors of the Sunlight Scripture would then be captured and likely transported to the Happy Farm to join their brothers in arms, who were staying there ever since the first volume. In other words, this small detail not only shows the way to Ainz Ooal Gown's heart, but could also spell the end for one or another of Nazarick's enemies. Or, even worse, their continued survival on the Happy Farm, since of course the death is a mercy in the great tomb of Nazarick. And with that said, this little video comes to an end, and now it's your turn. What's your opinion on Enri Emmot and why Ainz Ooal Gown now considers her life worth protecting? Let me know all of this down in the comment section. And while you're typing, I say thank you very much for watching, thanks to my Patreons for supporting this channel, and as usual, special thanks to Ada Daddy Ada, ASK, Bad Guy Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Bezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Dan Pep, Dragonlord Placido Saxophone, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Lelouch V. Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishiki Enri, Lord Touch Me, Lofrazer, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, O'Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Ruru, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Cune Caracos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Sir Axolotl, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rocket Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito 27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Zinukai, and Sonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.